Welcome to Beans, Rhymes and Livestream. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that you're all with us. It is, greatly appreciated. It's turned out to be a very delightfully sunny day. So hopefully, you can mix it up. Come join us for a little bit of poetry and music and hip hop and all that good ish. Now, anyone that's not familiar with Beans, Rhymes and Life, the name is a homage to Tribe Called Quest, their fourth album, seminal. A lot of input from the mighty J Dilla, rest in peace. And we called it such because it's where our love for the various things kind of converged. Talking coffee, we're talking rap, we're talking poetry, we're talking music, and we're talking life and everything that is encompassed in this. This confusing but ultimately beautiful thing that we call life. So yeah, that's it. Beans, Rhymes and Life. I've got my coffee. Hope you're all sitting down with your preferred hot beverage or cold, whatever kind of suits. But yeah, enough from me. In terms of the introduction, maybe I'll kick it off with a little piece actually. This is dedicated to a particular East London borough, having lived and worked in East London for the better part of a decade. So yeah, this is dedicated to that borough, and if you can tell me what borough it is, next time I see you, I'll give you a CD. Bang. Alright. I've not performed it for a bit, so see how it goes. As I vacate the station and raise my gaze to survey the location, it's almost as though a face from every nation is contained within this radius. So bring a politician here if they want to know about representation. I remove my earphones and pause the beats that are playing so I can truly take in every sensation. To my right, the tambourine-like jingle of a changing paper cup. The percussionists missing in discoloured teeth seem to betray a taste for drugs, but it's not my place to judge. She's grateful for any nuggets that I can scrape and muster, while most passers-by merely look away or shrug. Hope one day she has a change of luck. I make my way onto the pavement where I'm flanked by four middle-aged black ladies dressed in black, looking at first fairly funereal, determined to assert their truth that the proof is real, that it's to the will of Jesus we should choose to nail, or we're doomed and our future's sealed. However though, when you share these sentiments via a megaphone, they're not exactly sentiments that soothe and heal, and for me they don't exactly use appeal, so I politely refuse a pamphlet, in the same way that I courteously let down a copy of the Evening Standard with its drip-fed diet of right-leaning propaganda, an agenda that maybe the hijab-clad vendor who presented the newspaper is not a fan of. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now, because to be honest with you, I forgot the rest. It's been time since I sparked that, so I'll leave it there. Maybe the rest will come to me. I think little taster there. This is mad. I've never done a live stream before. But it's kind of cool. I can see little bits and pieces popping up, which is good. Thank you for joining us. We're actually going to kick off with a Beans, Rhymes and Life regular. Goes by the name of Doberman.
Alright, sick. Alright, cool. So I've got two tracks, one longer, one shorter. I'm just going to jump into it. I find these live streams a bit weird, so I'm hoping everyone can hear me and the levels are good. But yeah, let's go. This first one's called Trying So Hard. Yo. How we doing, Beans, Rhymes and Life? Hope you're staying sanitised and safe. I'm going to lean in your faces on some Beastie Boys shit. Yo. Yo, check. Yo. I tell people I'm trying so hard, but often question it. Did the mathematics to calculate where my effort is, lacking accolades to which I can be accredited, and that's what places my energy levels at a deficit. In total's relative, I ain't got much to wrestle with, but still find it hard to stay committed to my penmanship. Relaxing in the grasp of apathy, we tend to drift. Reality's a bitch, not to mention insensitive. So I'm trying to write more to a major key, refuting the views of losers who think the music ain't for me. Trying to give it discipline and progress patiently instead of wanting something for nothing like life was make-believe. Trying hard to ignore my insecurities, perform accordingly, procure a beat and get my thoughts unleashed. When I'm ciphering, I'm talking freeze, and that's talk is cheap, not the sort that works rewardingly to thwart my grief. If you aren't working hard on your bars, then you violence will never make art. It's cathartic, chart stylists have left the scene's name tarnished. We're putting beats back into the heart of its. Yo. Yo. I'm trying to get the better of my tendencies of regression. Got a flat job in the car, but still feel like an adolescent. Second guessing my common sense, perpetually stressing, pulling a pain expression whenever the rent beckons. Think what house poor is and pause for a second. Focus on the future that's fluorescent. Now I'm trying to learn to be assertive and turn down a session, counting my pennies as well as my blessings. In many a minute I miss the north silently. Who's this career-driven guy that I'm trying to be? I know that Yorkshire's always been my home, so why to leave? Surely there must be other ways to subsidise my dream. Maybe I've succumbed to bribery like the rest of society. Happy Haddock's hooked on that line of propriety. I'm no Aggie battle rapper yapping bars, violently just a pacifist who can't quiet the war inside of me. Doberman Pinscher, the known whinger, the out of mind bro, I'll drink all sort of drinker, middle road thinker, living blinkered, sitting on the fence till I've got a rim full of splinters. What? When I was young, my mother used to tell me not to stress, saying all that you can do is try your best. Whether or not to you, that's an intimidating prospect. Probably depends upon how you define success. How can I ever know that I've given the best of me? Are my limits uncertain or predetermined by destiny? And though I can't envision a vision that's just a 9 to 5 bereft of beats, it's hard not to look at things skeptically. But for now I'll keep on working for my salary. Those the people nagging me about my punctuality. And of course it's important to have a dream, but I still need to grab for cash to make it actuality. So I keep telling myself I'll get more organised, but I'm also trying to stop with all the lies. But hey, I guess when it comes to incompetence we all deny. I'm slow as fuck at writing stuff, but I'm still never forced a line. Sometimes I think I wasn't born to rhyme. After all, I'm from the north and white, mum's probably mortified. It's true you can't please all the people all the time, but I guess that you can always try. Hey yo, Beans, Rhymes and Life, what you saying? Hit that like button if you're feeling it. I've got a very fragile ego, so like that shit. Yo, thanks for all the friendly comments and that. I'm gonna go straight into the next one. Big up my DJ. My DJ's me. Yeah, this is just like a short verse that I did over this beat that Farmer G posted on Instagram, and I thought it was really sick and it was very different production-wise to the kind of thing I've written to. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Big up Beans, Rhymes Alive, big up Stanton, big up bennydiction, big up everyone locked in. Yeah, let's go. Check. I'm typically one to follow by example, staying true to form. Still I'm yet to have gotten a handle on this newest norm. To tell the truth on board, stir crazy, kept inside, but grateful for the break from days I'd never get to rest and whine. But how I feel the sense of empty's all that's left inside, and what I'd give to get the time to pen some rhymes and exercise. Now the once was rare as 10 a penny in abundance. Maybe we can make a lasting change in how we function. Start saying death to 9 to 5s and yes to culture. Frustrating to admit the thing I hate's what gives me structure. Pressure makes diamonds, wealth only divides us. We see in times of crisis why this country needs its migrants. Climb a steep incline to seek and find potential. You can read between the lines or reach outside the stencil. Redefine essential, the simple things supporting us. Once we're out of this, we'll sip the fresh air like it's purest punch. Big up. I'm having to do my own wheel ups because I don't have a DJ. But yeah, big up Beans, Rhymes Alive. Safe.
Yeah, make some digital noise for Doberman if you're out there. Like,
give me that digital noise.
Yeah, so as I say, we've got a very mixed bag, a lot of variety going on this afternoon. Some people joining us for the first time, which kind of makes sense. I've been to a few events for the first time since it became remote, because the beauty of it is you can literally wear your pajamas and just turn up and it's laughing. You know what I mean? You can finish watching Tiger King, press pause, go to an open mic event. Pretty dope in that sense, isn't it? Fee, 5, 4, fum. Where you are? I'm trying to add you on here. There you are.
So what I'm going to do is I have two things that I was deliberating. I've got one that is totally new, but I think I want to sit on that one still because I think it's still in work in progress. So okay. I'm going to do an old one. I've performed it once before at the Ritzy and it didn't go very well at all. So I'm going to do that one again because maybe being at home it feels a bit better.
Okay.
But I have to say I haven't done much prep. So it's probably just as fresh as it was when I did it at the Ritzy. I'm going to do my own backing. So I'm going to do that building up and I'll kick off now. Let's just make sure everything's all right. Okay. I'm using a loop station, by the way. That's one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Either that or some 5 ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't think. I can't sleep. Stop pressurizing me. I need some space. I can't even breathe without me feeling you're suffocating me. I can't think. I can't sleep. Stop pressurizing me. I need some space. I can't even breathe without feeling you're suffocating me. I can't think. I can't sleep. Stop pressurizing me. I need some space. I can't even breathe without you feeling like you're suffocating me. I can't think. I can't sleep. Stop pressurizing me. I need some space. I can't even breathe without you feeling you're suffocating me. Everyone wants a piece of me. That time piece of me. That mind piece of me, that mighty fine nighttime piece of me. But if I'm giving away all of my pieces like easy sweeties, there'll be no peace left in me. Peace. The state of bliss you wish to achieve, where body and mind are calm, centered, aligned. Where you know without self-doubt your course, you flow. And the world's insult, you can tell them which way to go. The thing about peace is that it's a state you crave to reach. And in striving for it, you're almost fighting for it. And that's not peaceful at all. It's not an off-the-shelf purchase that you can buy at will. You need to train your brain to be still. To integrate peace into your natural state is a passive act of allowing alignment between good and bad, of coping with whatever lands in your hands, of biding your time, of riding the tides of life as they rise and fall over you, without you losing your hold, your core. Or maybe that's just overthinking shit. Maybe peace is about not giving a fuck at all.
Yes, yes, yes. Throw them emojis, people. That was fire. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Do you know what? It's also just great to see you perform, because that was really, really, really dope. Really, really different.
Cool.
The way you were, combining it with the loop pedal and the singing and everything, that was ill, and as well as having real sick bars. So
cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you. Looking forward to this afternoon of poetry.
Yeah. And we're going to keep it moving. I'm presuming that Abdullah is taking the form of BYOB poetry today rather than soft spoken, so I'm going to add into our conversation. Hopefully he's there. Let's see.
Hey, man, you good?
Yes, there he is. How you doing, big
Good.
boy? You all right?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to flip it round. Let you do your thing.
All right, this is called a tribute to spoken word nights. I cannot wait to get back on stage and be serenaded by Sharon A, or when Sammy Rhymes rampages like a tiger out of a cage. And I wish to hear the magical Marley the Alchemist or Tish and see the majesty of poetry by Anna Sinsky. But me, I'm soft-spoken and my name's a disclaimer. So don't blame me for claiming you can't hear my voice or cause discourse in the score like Poetica or Heya. I'm aim to be an OG in spoken word like Karine Latoya. And I'm a poet that's curious, and my internal fire burns for all of us. It's beautiful. I'm just a man expressing love, but I bear a grudge. Because my words allow me to express when I'm vexed, and I won't stop to my anthology, the script, and an index. So annotate my words and study them until it hurts, because they ain't just stories material the seas would know of my life's work. That's why I etch my Solomon soul onto a glass screen. My digital Rosetta Stone allows me to breathe. My head yays in the sky, God, as I bring these characters to life, manipulate letters, externalize my inner strife. So why a glass screen? I guess my pen's broken. Give a medal for my valor. All hell the wizard Solomon. His lines bring love to this island more than Caroline Flat. Mindful, A's my G's, you know I've got your back. So I, attacking my Latucci third eye with metaphors that blind. Aaron Dunn was on his prime. Arlo knew what I write shines bright. I speak justice to white collar crime. Inquire in politics like Prime Minister's question time. And I'm a poetical heretic and I remain defiant. And bring theories to the stage, I'm fuego compliant. Conscious of my Dean like Khattab, I'm a rhyme suppliant. Inspired, I stand on Anscombe's shoulders to become a giant. And I am a split mind for the poet. I am AJ and I am Samuel King. I can fell on the mic as my hope spring to action. Bexy lyrics rampage like Jackson. Because it's not a stretch to say I see me and go Ferrari in this game. Because I'm Benny's diction, I'll unleash my Doberman off his chain. It's a shame I need to unleash a big scoop of this pain. It's insane, the power space through can pack in his frame. And I am Shahid, alphabetic slaughter until it bleeds. Repeat beat. I am Shahid, alphabetic slaughter till it concedes. And Taramai, if I get defined in the poet's dictionary, that would be a feat. Because it seems we're living in the flow as a stream. The poet's highest up bring up other self-esteem. And I may be cliche, but look at the diversity of the scene. We've got Miss Yankee, Woodsy, Fisky, and a poet named The Seam. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Lance and Carrier, Billy, and Lucretia Celine. Corey Core, those bars that turn the air blue, whilst Waye got this fact I digest in words too. But low-key, I feel like I'm T-Starne. Because physical ain't my game, but I got wordplay, karate like a Wate or EJ. So think twice before you spend the imaginary million. Unless you got bars like Sarah, then call her hun. I'm Shady on the mic, and I mean the Persian one, not the peroxide, blonde guy from Michigan. Attention, son, I hope your head's been spun. I'm someone whose times can no longer shun. And I'm unashamed to say I've co-opted all of your poetical personas. And I have found my voice with huge thanks to Chris and Carla. With a clay or real role never will remain unspoken like Fatima or Jemima, a reminder, the levels of Jamal Hassan's what I strive for. But my time limit I've breached, I'm around this up like my physique. I used to be weak, leech off others, till I became a poet that's unique. Rise, Felicia, speak, wreak havoc on my liege. This is a spoken word siege, but I'm humble in my prestige.
Make some noise. Throw up your emojis. So weird. So postmodern, isn't it? For soft-spoken people.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. See you guys soon.
Brother. Thank you so much. We are going to move swiftly into our next open mic of the event. A young lady who I met last summer at another fantastic event called Word Soul. I've seen various sort of events over time. Has become a regular attendee of Beans, Rhymes and Life. And just keeps going from strength to strength. Every time I see her, she's coming with some fresh fire, always up in the levels. And definitely seems to be on a mission with her poetry too. Always a pleasure to see her do a thing. So people, let me see if I can seamlessly segue this. Wow. People, make some noise. Throw up your emojis for the mighty Amalia, the alchemist. There she is.
Yes.
In the house. Yes.
Hey, Benny.
Hi, you all right?
That was a lovely introduction. I feel special.
Good. No pressure.
Yeah, no, I literally am so excited, but it's so weird. I'm so nervous as well. Like, I don't get like this.
Have you done any other live stream events?
Like, my phone was broken for 3 weeks, right?
Okay.
And I couldn't do any, but yeah, shout out to everybody in the comments. Hey.
Right.
Cool. I got my turmeric tea and I got my poetry. I got 2 for you. So, vision this. Imagine what happens when we come together to birth our light. Our black essence, we shine bright. No more walking being led white. Our empire is built on our golden aura and skin shade dark like hemonite. Yes, I pray that our ancestors did not regret this path they took. It led me here to where you and I, we read each other like an open book. There is proof in the reading. There is power in planting seeds, y'all. And yes, I trust this process. I trust it will reveal everything I need to heal. I trust that it will be beautiful. And using my will, I will ghost out of love, doing what I've got to do. And vision this. No longer will I conceal the power that you encourage me to reveal. You know who you are. Our silence caresses every crevice of the walls in which we seal. We can't seal our love. And I'm shaken up by the thought that I can finally trust myself. And yes, maybe you have to work for love. And you have to work for love to last. And we've stayed up till 3:30 discussing our birth charts. And somehow, when we converse about the stars and rhyming our bars, I feel so close to you. I feel the spirits talking in heaven giving praise to the transmutation of alchemy from our dark to light days, of the truths we talk and the secrets we'd say. It's a shower of brilliance. And it's as though our empire has been made. Let's get it. So yeah. That was a poem. That shout out to everybody like coming together. It's really, really uncertain, but I'm really happy to be with you guys in the virtual world. And the next one I'm going to do, you might have heard this one at my feature, Lunar Legacy. I have my lyrics just in case I forget. One love, one love. So if you can hear the beat, everybody just like, if you're good with the beat, you know there's a heart in the comments, just like let the hearts go, innit? Let the hearts go. If it's too loud or quiet. If it's good, let the hearts go. Yeah. Yeah. We're vibing with the healer. Let's get it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Astral feeling, astral dreaming. Astral light bodies, yeah, I shake off all my demons. I look my fears in the face. They smile back saying you have freed me. Now you are safe. Yeah. See, you've got to cut your addictions off in love and light. But remember, life's a process, so this will take time. And through my poetry, I aim to connect you to the divine. I was once so addicted to grapevines, green and white lines. So forgive me if sometimes my poetry gets dark like the night sky. I will never go back in time, only to heal from my past lives. Because the signs that you're not following your path, they can burn bright inside like an arcanine. So when the starry night sky shines, every star. Amalia the alchemist, nah, you can call me Amalia Interstellar. Cause it's bigger than religion, this stuff. Let's dance, y'all, let's get it. What with me? Yeah. Poetry's my religion. It's the reason I expanded here to create the vision for the collective you to tap into. Here's some words from Maya Angelou, she says. Live as though life was created for you, so I vibe in the street with some Erykah Badu. At Solitude with Marvin the guitar, I'm writing bars in Hackney Wick. I give myself space to be. I give myself space to dream. I'll tell you that, yeah, this is an ultralight beam. This is an ultralight beam. Let's click. This is a God dream. This is everything. This is everything. Find your tribe to vibe. I found mine here tonight. Orion, of course I didn't forget. At every slip up, you are the cause to my correct. You're like Amalia, what is the cause and the correct? Because when I slip up, you told me to get up. Bumping that Steve Harvey, what a relevant message. To my mother, Linda, mother, thank you. Yeah, mother. Thank you for bumping Badu at age 2. I've dreamed of the day that I could sing this to you. And my big brother, Jarrell, Tyron, Kalen, I wouldn't be here without you. You got me through this stuff. Sing it. Yeah, what? It's bigger than religion. Go on, Benny. It's bigger than it's bigger than the yeah, it's bigger than you. Alhamdulillah, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Dios, Ma'aja, Rastafari, fire, dance, sex, music, this stuff. Yeah, it's bigger than religion. It's bigger than us, y'all. Have faith. Keep connecting. I love you guys. Shout out to everybody in the comments. This one's for Dilla. This one's for hip hop. Pure love.
Love, 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 love. Yes.
Thank
You
you.
so much. All right. Amazing, man. That was like definitely heard some, you know, some uplifting art this afternoon. I think it's definitely the injection that, you know, a lot of us need. I'm gonna go straight into the mighty, mighty Black Score.
Yo,
Oh God, not again. Hiya. You all right?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm not too bad. Let's
Look
get
at
a
us.
bit of Black Scoreage, man. Yeah, let us know what's popping.
Okay, so this one is a tongue-in-cheek battle rap. I'm quite into battle raps for some reason, even though I can't battle. This is called Milkshakes (brackets middle class battle raps). And this is Clooney here, by the way. Everyone meet Clooney. He's asleep. It's not very hip hop, is it?
What shows Clooney? Can't see him.
That's my boy Clones.
Oh right. What up, Clooney?
That's how I'm rolling in lockdown.
Love it.
We're all chilling.
That's amazing.
All right, milkshakes. My team's got a lot of dons. When I get on stage, you say, what's going on? No one that grey should rock like the Fonz. That dude's middle-aged, yet he pops shots like LeBron. So you think you can... You'd be wrong. Because you can't, though. I'm just too hard, bro. And I'm in your hood dropping middle-class goods like Ocado. Smashing mics, avocados in equal measures. I eat your treasures, then spit broken yet well-spoken prose at leisure. Turning lyrical pints of Stella into craft lager because my bars are Prada, and I laugh harder because all the others overcharge you. And I'm by far the shrewdest. When I get on stage, you say, who dis? I'm old, but I spit newness with hubris. And I haven't always been better than you. Because I might as well confess it now. There was a time when I was less than my best, but I won't stress it now. But I've been up and down like the post-Brexit pound. And to coin a phrase, my life's been turned right upside down. But this ain't the story all about how, because I'm on the upside now. Making fresh prints in the sand, testing life, making plans with every word I bump, trying to understand what matters. Because I was in a slump, now I move faster. I was just a cub, now I move faster. My timber, like hyenas to Simba, and you like it sweet. Well, I just dropped 2 lion bars, and there's more because I roar like a lion might and bite like Iron Mike because I'm fight night and your front row ticket. I'm quite a sight and you glimpsed it. Rhymes tight like gym kit. And I'm the best you heard. My words come like skirt when I spit because I bring shit to the curb like when Michael Knight rings kit. And I mightn't fight and ride bling whips with pinky rings and pimp chicks, but my rhymes burn up lights like guys with shrinky dink limp dicks. This ain't fast. This ain't fast. This is real middle class lived shit. I didn't ask, I just kicked it. So today I don't pray, I just spray light. Some rhyme in darkness while I'm sat in daylight. So try if you might, cause I'm alright for fighting like it's Saturday night. And I know I look sweet, but I may bite. Cause I ain't got time for greed. I travel at the speed of need and I stay tight. With rhymes that keep you on a short lead so you can't go far. No snooze allowed, they come at you in the crowd like Cantona. No banter, I damage like Juru and lounge like Guru. And the shit I spit sticks like Yoo-hoo. Kinda. So you who follow my lead like a backseat driver will find I got tricks up my sleeve like Taxi Driver. I tried a lyrical laxative, now I'm a go to bed cause I got bars coming out of both ends, so mind your head cause this won't end today, brah, cause I might blow up like Dayla, but I won't go pop like Taylor, cause I'm non-stop, like hit like TikTok, and I got a big clock like Flavor. And if you fade fast, then I'll save ya from sundown to sun up, cause I'm a savior. I spit Vicks if you're bunged up. No tricks to this, just real grit and some luck. I'm a sight for sore eyes, but I cut up mics like a samurai. I'm the best you heard, wordsmith, so who's your preferred Smith? Is it Samurai? Jackie Chan's alright, but I kick it best cause I'm the real manifested best in rhyme. Like Vladimir, I put in invested time with a style more ferocious than leave voters on question time. So don't question my flex cause I'm blessed and my best is yet to materialize. I'm so prime, my rhyme should be serialized. You realize I'm now the real deal in your eyes. And I used to like grime till Stormzy called me and said Ed Sheeran arrived. Man was coming back to London, itching a ride. So I'm quitting this and switching my eyes back to my bewitching rhymes. Cause you know what they say about a stitching time. Cause it's playtime, and this is just one of 10 bitching rhymes. Cause I saved 9. You better pray I'm gonna save time and spray mine like a made guy. Cause I lay mine up like a Dre line with no backing track. I ain't no joke like a Rakim track. So let me backtrack, folks, cause I'm invested in hope. Don't test, cause I'm blessed like the Pope. The only time my rhymes fail is when they're tested for dope. Cause I'll fuck shit like Russia, break your neck like Buster. I ain't new to this, so my words go together like Ludacris and Usher. Must ya say boo to this goose? I'll slip loose and hang loose for an hour or so. Like true middle class, I just bastardize your yards like my bars was sourdough. You spit power like there's been a spillage, but I'll gentrify your rhymes till your street style is classed as a village. Because guys like me think we're top dog as we drop bombs with misguided confidence like white privilege. Because this rhyme ain't a highlight, though it's tight with metaphors. Because it's trying to claim that my light is better than yours. But life's hard and I'm just a clown who's trying hard not to let down my guard. Giving it all that like I'm still great. Talking tall but pull the curtains back and I'm standing on milk crates. But I'm just a boy who's been brought to life's yard. And like everyone else, I'm just looking for milkshakes. Peace.
Jeez. Sorry, like, I want to apologise. I actually yelped at one line. What was it? Rinky Dink Limp Dicks, I think. Like, just, like, literally nearly ruffled out my hair there, mate.
All right, burn up lights like guys for shrinky dink limp dicks.
Could we please make some noise for our next open micer, who goes by the name of Mariam Chowdhury?
Hi,
Hello.
Benny. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank
How
you
are
for having
you?
me. I'm good.
What's the plan? Are you going to share a couple of pieces with us today?
Yep, so I've got this piece called Human Condition.
Okay.
So basically it's about society and how we shouldn't be like conditioned to society, basically.
All right. Okay, I'll let you get into it then.
I can hear my screams through laptop screens. I grieve with my greed for the endless windows I opened up. Yet no fresh air starts to hit my face, just more freezing. Until my laptop crashes and I crash onto my cold couch, I've had enough of crouching down. In between broken furniture and a future that society already mapped for me, Google maps out my location more times than I gave Google Maps permission. Sinking in sense, not in sync when relationships end in drastic stings. We think with our minds on the brink of constant drinking. Fluctuating realms of insanity, we drown our thoughts in the oceans of debts upon our heads. Society bestowed me with a university degree made of money trees, indebted with fees. It's freezing outside. No money to see, I'm wealth when I'm poor, but poor when I see wealth dance on my table. Taunting my health, it leaves when I need. To free money to pay rent, and I'm squatting in square one again. I stir my sorrows in a mug of scalding tea. I can't drink until it becomes too cold to drink. I think of thoughts that strangle my existence. I exist for other people's adoration when I find it hard to adore myself. I lose my mind when I just don't know myself. If I ever look like beauty on a pedestal of rivers glistening in midnight, hair down flowing like oceans floating on breathless air, enough for you to not gaze elsewhere at stars shining with their derrieres, or lips pouting like flowers sprouting, thick trees and bright blue-eyed leaves. I wish I felt like I stunned you with how stunning I am, but instead I stunt my growth when I compare myself to everyone else. How fickle the word of love can be. It fixes, then breaks the heart of someone who yearns to learn the art of love. But love departs its heart from them, and it's saddening how we all become sadly dependent on the phones in our hands, the money in our purse, the laptop on our laps, and the tail lies vision on our eyes. I'm visually blind to the worth of myself when I'm rooted in roots flowering violet flowers. A violent collision of sunsets and sunrises, the startled stars of my memories that sparkled during my darkest moments, to the moment we blossom. When we smile with the creases underneath our eyes, the incisions in our cheeks, full rested and tired eye bags lugging our shopping, to the words we artfully wrote in the crux of our hearts. Our brain works overtime, when we ran before we walked, alone in the day, surrounded at night by thoughts that trickle down your face. It's raining. during turbulence and safe flights. Sad happiness, the pessimistic opportunist that allows optimism to flourish. Everything you endure and encounter is why you are who you are. Don't let society tell you otherwise.
Yo, throw up some emojis for Marion, please, people. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for this amazing platform.
Oh, no, thank you so much for joining us. And, you know, hopefully we'll see you at the actual physical event when it comes back. Yeah, big up again, Marion. Thank you so much. All right, cool. All right, can we put our hands together for our next participant then? My hairy vag and me. Are you there?
Hi. I'm not her, but I'm someone else who's happy to do some poetry. No, this is a new poem, guys. Lips touch, cool glass, bubbles hiss, history repeating itself, repeating itself, repeating itself, no. History does not repeat, it sells an idea of what the future could be, not what it will be. But it cruelly mocks, the past lingers and taunts. Honestly, how do you disentangle who you were and who you want to be? Fear tastes stronger than your lager does, or does it? Tongue wet, taste buds remember, throat wide. Why do you do this to yourself? To yourself, no. You are not doing it to yourself, you're doing it to the feelings. The feelings will pass, but passive hands will grasp for another pint glass, and you say it's your last, but you've been here before. And one turns to more. I cried. Cheeks stamp. Hands twitch. To which end is this leading? That's it from me, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, we do have... Right, now, this is somebody that was supposed to perform earlier. She now is able to kind of do her thing because presumably we're using a different device. So please put your hands together for SS Hook. Here she is. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you're able to kind of do your thing. That's really good. Yeah, so we are, again, somebody that's new to Beans, Rhymes and Life. First time attending an event. Hopefully we'll see an actual physical event when they're back and up and running again. She goes by the name SS Hook, who is going to share some poetry with you right now. So please put your hands together.
Thank you. As I'm sitting in my London flat a lot by myself, I think about what Anais Nin said, that we write to taste life twice. And so I thought about that a lot when I wrote this poem. 8th of April, 2020. The day's skeleton is breakfast, lunch, dinner, drudgery. Minutes untether like blossom. You're tied, not bound to this moon life, edging away from before. You could be nowhere, like that night in Samui you lost your own shape and the jinns, the ones you know from ancient times, said, "What even are you?" The heat drains you at the night market. You read Dido's entreaty and feel your body from a distance an overripe fruit, best before yesterday. Why lookest thou toward the sea? The time hath been when Dido's beauty changed thine eyes to her. You have a thought that hope is not a spring from a rock, but a string to hang resilience from. You chide yourself for being so human, you want to revive your body and deride your mind for losing it for a moment. The last time you were touched was a punch in the face in a ring in Meinam. Education was always your excuse. That time you must have gone from Charing Cross to Pimlico via Time Out, where there's a poor fresco of a Picasso to whet your appetite on the way to the Tate, 1997. A pink tongue, lurid as Nan Golding, licks the tip of an iron like a machine and a human are about to fuck, like in a J.G. Ballard novel you read in your first year of uni. Outside on the steps, you admire your Amma's neat sari pleats and her cute cream hijab and think 2 parts of your life are about to converge. You want to run with the frisson building in your brain, this big white space, these hallowed objects, a cow, a bed, a face, a shark. And you've already seen the scouse man who sells hats in the station who bought you tequila summers in the old red flag one afternoon last term. With your Quran tutor who stroked his beard and smoothed his kurta and said wearing bangles like Bollywood isn't good because you never saw Margaret Thatcher in glass Truries. You think, are you suggesting I try for leader of the Tories? You walk through Liverpool Street, where your ex once 10 years after the fact stood you up, probably high, to the back roads of Brick Lane where a curry costs a free bottle of wine. Your Amma counts the signs of the end times while eating fresh tamarind near where your Abba was born 2020. It transpires that you both sometimes think of Dante and Said. You remember the theatre. You'd give anything for your beloved cloisters of drama where 2 sisters go to three sisters in Nigeria on the South Bank in the National Theatre whose players forget just for you the last time they cried to give us a tear gifted to a second. A glimpse that's a tell for a whole plot. Lived your life in the arms of words, explain to me, explain to me, explain to me, never leave me. In Camberwell one night, your friend's eyes shone, steeped in the love of an average man. Her skin pulsed like an earthquake eddying. You used to work in a place where there were men with eyes shut so tight they could only see pinstripe and interest rate hikes. This morning, you realize we can't protest anymore. You read war songs. Your muse is a slave to your iambic whims and your love of Russian high drama. Neither of you can leave. Thank you. That's me done.
That was superb. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to ask Fatima Unspoken if she's there. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
I'm not going to go because we are kind of running short of time. I'm just going to kind of like let you do your thing.
No
but
problem.
I'm guaranteed 5 people, so stay tuned.
So this piece is about my mum and her struggles in London. It's a short piece. I'm still working on it. So hopefully I'm just going to add to it later. So it's called Mama. I stride the planet, skipping borders, wearing my loosest crown. I lay my hair on the highest mountain peak, feet firmly on the ground. Because I came from a woman who taught me English she couldn't even speak. And when she asks me, how do I spell barking, you know, as in to park her car? Is it with a P facing the sky or the one facing the ground? I dare not correct her. Anyway she spells it, it'll face my heart. If wealth was a result of hard work, surely mothers would be the richest. So grounded, she is connected to her roots. In any soil you plant her, she will bloom. Her accent is an open map that can navigate conversations across all races. And every time she articulates for racist ears in fear of sounding too immigrant, I fear she will lose a part of her ancestral will. And I wish people could carry the weight of their words in other people's hearts on their own backs to feel how heavy they are. Because they say the world is your oyster, but the barriers are not in the language. They mock her, yet she burns like incense. To them, it's not making sense. Because this woman bends around people's breaking points. This is her yoga. She taught me that the best thing about hitting rock bottom is you can choose which way you want to go up. And when you look up, start counting your lucky stars, and you would lose count. Fear not loneliness, because bettering yourself is a lonely place, often not big enough for two. That a man does not need to be inside of you to hear the beating of your heart. That both a smile and a yawn are contagious. Be mindful of who you befriend. She taught me that one day you will thank God with reason, for now thank him with faith. I am her daughter, how can I doubt her? That's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, that was amazing. I could see a lot of people fully loving it. And yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be said more often. So thank you so much for sharing that. Really appreciate it. See you here again, either in the digital form or the physical form. And we can do those sorts of things, you know. But yeah, thank you so much. Kimber, we're going to try again, see if you can do your thing. If not, we're going to get into our final performer of the event. It did overshoot massively. Can't kind of more down to those cheeky gremlins getting in the way. And if for whatever reason King Kimber can't join us, it's bless. We'll just reload it. Ah, there he is. Bang. Oh, thank you for joining us, bro.
What's happening?
Do you think, man? Get involved.
The Broadway in broad day is like a classroom hallway, full of live murals with huge wall displays of victory, defeat, everybody on the reach for trophies, for medals, for things they could keep. I remember one summer, 5 cars deep, rode into my hood. Out of towners had beef. They didn't come with a treaty. They didn't want to talk peace. They wanted to chalk bodies, bear the mark of a chief. So at high noon, it got dark in the streets. A war popped off with no thoughts of police. 50+ black boys going for each other's teeth. Some raised in the church who lost their beliefs, but ain't trying to see the slaughter as a part of lost sheep. They want to be lions. They want to roar. They want to eat. They want kingdom, power, and glory they could own. They want might. They want rights to God's throne. They want turf. They say the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. But sometimes governments play God, play thugs, treating countries like blocks where hustlers sell drugs, set up shop, collect stock, and shed blood. Then biased new broadcasters claim it's all love till we see those rebels busting back with those slugs. NBC, ABC, CNN, BBC, FOX. You gotta be careful of the words they suggest. Sometimes the truth's hidden details of the text. They still ain't found weapons of destruction, but found oil. Instability is what's left. Africa's still recovering from slave trade and theft. Now the Chinamen arrived to help relinquish all their debts. The motives of men's hearts make you question what's next. Kingdom, power, glory, it's like chess, turf. Or the sky crack, dark forces going hijack information, forcing people into fly traps, brainwash them till they can't get their minds back. Officers shoot blacks due to lack of understanding. Cultural differences breeds murder around the planet. Rumors of war, natural disaster, and panic. Confusion about genders, a new danger unmanaged. Even churches doing things now underhanded. The spirit of Babylon breeds anarchy and chaos. Look at the media's multi-billion-dollar payoffs, phone hacking scandals, oil, nuclear wage offs. It works your mind, fam. You can't take a day off. Micro to macro, so I react slow. When brothers flare up, I be like, relax, bro. It's kingdom, power, glory they can own. They want might, they want rights to God's throne, turf. But I'm ready. Peace, Benny.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro.
That's all right, man. It's
all
right.
All right, thank you for this afternoon's edition of Beans Round the live stream. Hopefully see you again. Much love. Thank you for sticking with us with all the glitches and the little gremlins that occurred. And yeah, look after yourselves, look after your families, each other. Take care, eat well, stay healthy. Peace.